Hi, and welcome back to your Wednesday Akashic Records reading. My name is Kirsten. I'm an Akashic Records channel, and I'm here in the records for you today to see what wants to come through in support of your week. I would love to hear how your week has been going so far, what's been happening this past week, how the messages from previous readings are integrating and resonating with you. And if anything resonates with you from this week's message, I would love to hear that below. Please share with your friends, and I'm so happy you're here. Okay, everyone, let's just dive right in. I'm seeing another carnival ride like we did several weeks back, but this one it's the bumper cars. And I see you in there and you're being bumped by everybody, and it feels like everyone is laughing at you. I've had this personal experience. It's really not fun. And it feels like all of these jolts, I just see these cars ramming into you, and your car is being pushed in all of these different directions. You're getting stuck in corners. It feels really hard to move. And you're cranky and you're irritable and you're crying and you're just so incredibly frustrated that all of these cars are bumping into you. How dare they? How dare they get in the way of your path? How dare they, knock you off course in another direction? Is that what you're feeling right now? And then it's like this zoom out, this redirection, putting it into a different perspective. Are these jolts meant to knock you off course for a reason? And not every jolt, not every bump is the same. Some may be people trying to throw you off your game. These are people that it just feels like this unsupportive energy trying to push you back into old patterns and habits and beliefs and choices. But you get to choose. You're so conscious of what these patterns and beliefs were, it's like you get to make a different choice. And the next time they bump you, you can just laugh and let your car just float around the course, whatever it's called, the ring, the bumper car arena. And some of these jolts are from the universe. I see your highest self, I see your guides and guardians in these cars. And when you're trying to steer too much, do you remember how those wheels felt in the bumper cars where you're steering and steering, it doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere? Some of these jolts, some of these bumps are to direct you in a new way because you're having trouble steering. And you're not necessarily meant to steer. It's like when you are out of control on black ice. You're not meant to steer away from the turn. You're meant to steer into the turn to get out of that spin more quickly. For those of you who lived in the icy areas, like I grew up on the East Coast, like that's what you learn. You steer into it, not out of it. So what can you steer into more? Because the more that you really just dive deep into this new direction that you're being pushed into, or these emotions that you're being asked to look at, these beliefs and patterns, the more you really just dive into it and steer into it, the faster you're going to get out of that spin. And it's about also discerning these bumps. It's like, who are they coming from, right? Choosing which ones you don't need to be affected by, the ones that you can just kind of laugh off, veer in another direction away from them, and just continue doing what you need to do. And then recognizing when those bumps are from your guides, your guardians, your highest self, and they're meant to steer you in a new direction. And again, like the current in the kayak, right? The current in the kayak from a few weeks back, it's all about flowing with energy and steering into it. But it feels like the message this week is all about that choice to steer into those things that you know are meant to redirect you. You don't know why, you don't know where the heck you're going, but you know that you're being steered by your highest self. So you know that this step into the unknown is meant to be Like I heard a channeling the other day where it was all about how everything that is in the unknown is basically uncovering more of who you are. That's what the unknown is. And so staying in this safety, doesn't that reframe that? Where it's almost like we're stepping away from finding out more about ourselves. The only thing you're finding in the unknown is how resilient you are, how powerful you are. You're uncovering different layers of yourself. So start steering into the turn. And see how much easier it is when you're not trying to turn the wheel the other way and get yourself stuck in a corner. And I just hear so much laughter and joy. When these bumps happen to you, these redirects, you can choose to be irritated, you can choose to be angry, and you can choose to be frustrated. And they're saying, feel all of the emotions. We're not meant to be here and just kind of, bypass everything and be all love and light and happy all the time. No, that completely detracts from the full human experience, so much of which is to feel these emotions. So feel the frustration, feel the anger, feel the grief, the sadness, whatever you need to feel. But allow yourself to feel it fully and alchemize it so it doesn't stick around. Because feelings like anger, like true anger, are only really there for like less than a minute. And then after that, they continue to linger. It's because we've started to attach some judgment or some story or some perception to them that we want to hold on to, justify that anger, which turns into resentment, which is so incredibly dangerous. So allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to let those feelings move through your body and allow them to alchemize into joy. Just flow with it. And see when you do how much happier you are. Changing that inner compass to one of appreciation and gratitude and joy amidst the chaos that just keeps chaosing. Let's be serious. It just keeps chaosing. It probably won't stop. But your perception of it can. And it feels like when you do that, it's almost like this beautiful little, almost like a buffer, like the bumpers on the side of the bumper car arena. Creates a softer landing. Change the inner landscape and the outside will meet you. And those are the messages coming through today. I would love to hear what resonates with you below. Please share. And as this is a group reading, if you'd really like to dive into your Akashic record to see what wants to come through from your soul's guidance, DM me and let's chat. I would love to help you unlock these puzzle pieces as the universe keeps bumping you in different directions. Again, thank you so much for being here with me this week. It means a lot. I hope this message is supportive to you this week, and I will see you next week. Have a beautiful day.